Hi there, Mitch Bach from City Vibes here. I'm here in downtown Calgary at Arts Central. I'm going to check out two extremely creative and imaginative creations that Kay Burns has made. Two separate collections, one being a shoe collection and one being literally called The Other. Let's see exactly what that's all about.
Kay Burns is known to be the mastermind behind these two art collections. We got a chance to talk to her for a bit about each of them. The shoe collection of Hortense Muriel Walker is a collection of different pictures of shoes from historic moments in time. The story goes that Hortense lost her legs in a car accident, and since then became obsessed with shoes, so she started collecting pictures of pairs that she found interesting. The Other is a collection of photos from a historic event in which a woman is dressed up as a man. The photos are in black and white and appear to be really old, even though Kay Burns is the star in each of them. Both of these collections have a fictional story behind them, but they also have factual historic events to help make you guess what is fact and what is fiction.
We have two photo installations in the space. They're both quite distinct in terms of the content of each one, but they are connected through the archivist. They're both meant to be perceived as collections that have been brought together by an anonymous archivist, that we really know nothing about the archivist either, but that this is part of the archivist work that we're viewing here. Right. Okay, the shoe collection of Hortense Muriel Walker is based on the woman, Hortense, who is a fictional person who lived from 1935 to 2000, but when she was a teenager at 19 years of age, the story says that she was in a tragic accident and lost the use of her legs. And after her convalescence, she began to get quite enamored and intrigued by people who could walk, and sort of had this obsessive compulsion to collect shoes of people with interesting stories and interesting histories of why they walked and why they walked using those particular shoes. So that's how that collection came about as Hortense's work. And then the archivist, when Hortense died, the archivist was able to access part of that collection to do the documentation of it. Great. Yes, it is fictional as well, in part. They are, what we see here are 9 different individuals that are being portrayed. 6 of those individuals are actually historical figures. The other 3 are made up, that are based on sort of, just through the research that I would do as I discovered these figures, I would end up sort of extrapolating bits and pieces of stories that sort of became absorbed into other people. So yes, and then in terms of creating the works, it was to sort of recreate the sense of being an historical photo of these individuals, these historical individuals, but they're all me performing each of these individuals. I know, it's very convoluted too. It's sort of like there's always this sort of extra step away. It's kind of like these nested identities, one into the other, right? So, you know, and with the archivist too, I mean, that adds another layer besides the layer of me being the woman, being the man, you know, being perceived by the archivist, being, you know, so it's just, it does kind of get convoluted after a while.
Right,
yeah.
Certainly.